What are the methods we use it here? hasNext method, then followed by next method. Okay. Yes, any queries? Fine. Now we will go for one more class. Now for next class, which is called vector UC. So another given class in Java is nothing but vector. Vector also allows, which means vector class also allows to add the objects of different type, like arraylist. Okay, how it is you see? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 10 and Java. So how we added the objects for arraylist? Here also we added for vector. Then what is the difference between arraylist and vector here? Yes, vector is synchronized, whereas arraylist is not synchronized. Okay, so what is the difference between vector and arraylist? You see that?
And performance wise, vector is slow, little bit slow.
Yes, yes, even though it is slow, it is applicable in client server related applications.
Okay.
Let me take the example here. Let me show graphical representation. What is meant by synchronization? Imagine this is a vector. Vector also allows the data in array format, like this, exactly like array list.
But vector doesn't allow duplicates, right?
No, no, it allows.
Okay.
It allows duplicates also.
Okay. And what about null? Null values?
Imagine this is a vector having some objects. Okay. Now, if the added or given objects are like this, and if multiple users trying to access the values from vector, imagine this is user 1. So here I'm taking 5 users. Like this you see, if these three users trying to access at a time. Then vector does not allow the accessibility for all the users at a time. Then how it allows the values? Yes, one after another. One after another means, so for example, if user 1, user 2, user 3 send their requests to access what are the values presented in the vector. Okay, yes. Then initially user 1 only access what are the values presented in the vector. When user 1 accessibility is completed, then allows user 2. After user 2 accessibility is completed, then vector allows user 3. That is one by one. That is called synchronization. So here vector is synchronized, whereas arraylist is not synchronized. Okay, like when we display the values here, we will get the same output like arraylist. So we will not we are unable to differentiate arraylist and vector here. So vector is suitable in client server related applications. You see that. So from vector object, what are the values added? Displayed here, you see. Like this you see. So understood all of you right now?
Yes.
And comfort, the next one, which is called linked list. So do you know about linked list? What is meant by linked list here? So any idea on linked list? I think you have some idea on that, right? Now here you see linked list. Now even linked list also allows the objects of different types. Okay, see how many objects we added and what type of objects added here. You see 6 integer objects and 2 string objects. Okay, so initially we created the linked list, but linked list is not going to add the values in array format. Its format is different. So it creates a memory like this. So we will get the memory structure for linked list like this. When we added the first value for a linked list, it generates the memory like this and adds the given value for the linked list like this. Here you see that. Okay. Then what about the second division? Yes, we will discuss that one also. Now, what the second object we added for linked list here? 20. Then here you see. Okay, like this you see. So that is the address I'm showing there as 10,000 for the first two divisions. There is nothing but common address, and this is address created for second value. Imagine. Okay, so when the second value added for the linked list, it gets the address of the second value and then assigns that address in the second division of the first value. You see that? That means here you see. Now the first value linked to second value. But whereas second value is not going to link for another. That means if our third value created for the linked list, then second value points to third value, like that. So like that, it adds the, or it links the given values like this in the memory level, right? Understood all of you right now? The concept of linked list.
Yeah, yes, I got it.
Yeah, fine. Sai, Sami and Soumya? Okay, fine. Sami. Okay, fine. And display is also same. Just we have to take iterator. Now here you see. So what are the objects added for the linked list? Okay, here you see. Shows as the output. Understood all of you right now? Yes. That means what are the predefined classes we discussed till now? To add the objects, not values. All those are objects here. So what are the predefined classes we discussed till now? ArrayList, vector, and linked list. Now here you see, let me write the classes. So in all these three classes, one predefined interface is implemented, which is called list interface. So what is meant by interface here? So interface is nothing but having some only method declarations without implementations. Okay. So here you see, list is a interface. Okay, understood. So what is meant by interface here? What is meant by interface? Interface is nothing but or interface represents declared methods without implementations, right? Now, what are the methods created in this list interface implemented on all these predefined classes? So that these classes are known as list type of classes. Okay, understood all of you right now? List type of classes. So this is one of the interview question. So what are the list type of classes given in Java language? That is from collection framework.
Array list,
ArrayList?
vector, linked list.
Yes, ArrayList, vector and linked list. Now, here all these three classes having common properties, common things, or common functionalities. So what are those? Yes, allows duplicates. Okay, allows duplicates. So already we discussed that. Just I showed the example for ArrayList, vector and linked list. All these classes allowed duplicate objects what we given. Okay. Then second functionality. In which order we given the objects follows the same thing. And we simply can say allows the order. You see that. This is the second one. Second common functionality. Okay. Okay. And any type of object it allows. It will be the integer type of object or a string type of object or float type of object, whatever it may be, tell us. Like this you see. So these are the common functionalities from ArrayList, vector and linked list. Okay. And come for another class. So here is what is the first common functionality, duplicate. So for example, if we don't want allow any duplicate, then yes, that's very important. So to avoid the duplicates from the given values, some other predefined classes are given here. But when we are going to discuss about those classes, a simple example I'm showing here, you see. Yeah. Please observe the code, what I am showing, and tell me what is the output you will get here. So what is the output you will get here? Any one of you, Sai, Kishan, Sami and Soumya. Excuse me. Hash code means, I will tell you, see, that's right, you will get hash code as the output. This is called hash code, you see. So what is meant by hash code? Yes. When we created the object for any class, our system generates the identity which is called hash code. So value you will get like this, which is called hash code. Okay. So that hash code is displayed. We displayed the hash code here. Okay. Now based on that hash code, some predefined classes given from collection framework. So what are those you see? Okay, like this hash code. So based on that hash code, some classes are implemented. Okay, for the first class is nothing but linked hash set. So here we created the object for linked hash set, and we added different objects for linked hash set using 10, 20, 30, 40, 40, 40, something like that using. So that means some duplicate objects are added using. Okay, fine. Even though we added the duplicate objects, it doesn't allow us any duplicate. That means it filters the values. That means if we added any duplicate, it filters. How it is? Yes, I will tell you the process. First of all, let me show the output here. Now here is, if we execute this program, you see what are the values you will get as output. 10, 20, 30 and 40. But you see what are the objects we added here. 10, 20, 30 and 43 times we added. Even though in display we are not getting 3 times, only 1 time displayed. That means duplicates are filtered here. Yes. How linked hash set filtered the duplicate objects. Okay. Yes. Here you see two methods it uses internally. Equals method and hash code method. So two different methods it uses. Okay, that is to filter any added duplicate. Okay, fine. How it is, you see? First of all, it uses hash code method to get the generated hash code for each and every object. Understood? So then it verifies the content presented in each and every object based on the hash code. If any two objects find it as equal, then it rejects to add. This is the internal mechanism given from linked hash set. Yes, is it clear right now? All of you? Sai, Sami, Soumya, Kishan. This is the
Yes.
intro question. Yes, this is the intro question here. What about equals and hash code methods? How it will work? Okay, fine. That's why here duplicate objects are rejected. That is from linked hash set. Understood? Fine. In the same way, another class is given.
So Chandra,
Yeah, tell me something.
I have a small doubt. Over
Yeah,
there we are using it variable, right? It variable.
yeah, that is the object actually. Already we declared at the top of the program. I will show you.
Okay. That's it. No.
So iterator object this is. Let me show that. Here you see. So is it clear right now? Iterator object.
Yes, got it.
Now another predefined class given in Java language is nothing but preset here. So for the created preset object, you see what are the objects we added 20, 40, 10, 30 and something like that, right? Okay, see how many objects we added here. 7 objects. In those 7 objects, some of the objects given as a duplicate. Okay, and moreover order also you see randomly we added the objects like 20, 40, 10, 30, something like that. Okay, even though the given or added objects in random, okay, preset allows them, sorry, preset adds them in ascending order, right? So finally, what is the output we will get from preset when we display 10, 20, 30 and 40? That's all. That means the behavior of preset is nothing but whatever it will be the order we given, okay, it adds the values in ascending order and then removes the duplicates. Okay, just you see. And even here also we are using iterator object using preset dot iterator. This is a method and this is object. On the name of iterator we are having a method and object also. Okay, now here you see what is the output shown here. What is the output showing here? You see 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, that is about reset. So now you see these two classes we discussed about, and these two classes are known as set type of classes. Why we are calling these two classes as set type of classes? A interface is implemented. Okay, set is a interface implemented in linked hash set, and a sorted set is another interface implemented in tree set. That's why we are calling these two classes as set type of interface, right? So understood all of you right now? Hello? Java API also. Okay. Just a moment. Yes, any queries from list type of classes and set type of classes from any one of you? Yes, Sai, Sami and Soumya. Okay, you're fine, Sai. And Soumya, Sami, fine. Because this is very important concept, collection framework. So, when you're going to face any interview from core Java, not core Java, from Java, uh, from this concept only you will get at least 3 to 4 queries in interview. Okay, now let me take one more concept here. So let me share my screen. Now here you see, when we are going to operate either student type of data or employee type of data or banking type of data, whatever it may be. Okay, so we must use in the form of key and value. Okay, what is key and what is value? Okay, let me take the example of student. So for example, if you joined in any university or college, wherever it may be, all those generates ID for you, which is called registration number. Okay, that means one registration number associates for your name. That is nothing but key value. So when they are going to make any operations on your data, they uses only ID. That means they uses registration, your registration number as a key, okay, to identify your related data. That is nothing but key value pairs. Okay. Now, if you want to use the data in the form of key and value pairs in your application, then some other predefined classes given in Java language. So what are those you see? Hash table. So hash table is given. So we created the hash table here. For the hash table, we added the data like this, you see, some ID and value. Imagine this is a ID or registration number and this is the name. Okay, like that, hash table allows the data in the form of key and value. Okay, like this. So when we given the data for hash table in the form of key and value, then hash table adds the data based on the keys. Based on the keys means based on the hash code generated for each and every key. So when we given the data for put method here, then our system generates hash code for each and every key. Like this, you see. Understood?
Yes.
Based on the hash code, it adds the objects or values. So finally, we can't say in which order the object adds. Okay. Now, when we want to display the values, yes, how we can do that? Okay. Let me show the display of the values. That means we can display either keys or values. Okay, when we want to display the values, better to use keys. That means when we want to display what are the values presented in the hash table, yes, we can use by using keys. Okay, just a moment. Yeah, hello. So here you see. So like when we want to display the values, better to use keys. By using keys, we can display. Okay, let us see. Let me show that. So here you see a predefined method is given which is called key set. Okay. So with the key set method, we collected all the keys from set object or into set object. Then to get the keys from set object, we used iterator again. Okay. Then okay. So now while we are getting the keys from iterator object, we use get also. That means once we got a key from iterator object, we pass that key for get method. So what get method is doing here? Returns the associated value for that key. So finally we will get all the values related to keys. Just let me execute this. Yes, now here you see all values displayed. So what we added, the data in the form of key and value, from those values we displayed, right? Understood all of it right now? SI
Yes.
is
Yes, Chandra.
yeah, fine. Fine. So just you stop the session today. Tomorrow we will discuss some other concepts, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Have a good day, bye all of you.
Thank you, Chandra. Bye.
Yeah, bye.